after year when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug's history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work first. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now in this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown it in completion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, sir.
Wide open on the right. No, we got loose. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Fires into the end zone. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Power football with the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage. They generate a TFL.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He leaves it with his back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the running game. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man quickly. Turning it off. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Well, they put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He gets the 1st down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Gonna swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll try the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't...
There he goes! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important, and it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug me.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Jackson will throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Callow. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch of the midfield logo. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Jackson will throw. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the 2nd half with a run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to change this route. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 27. Bloomsburg University, 7.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking for a gap. It's Sandoval. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Crosses the 30. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Minnesota! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Patterson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Grab near the sticks. It's Callow. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Works the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air on 2nd down. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dishman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled